So we move on to our third trailblazer of today. Okay, another woman, Pratha Jhawar. So Pratha is 2010 batch. Okay, and I don't know what's happening these days. In other times, we used to get out of the college and jump into companies to make money. But today, this young guy, these young guys, they're going to want to work for think tanks, for policy advocacy, and things like that, which हमें तो उस समय से उतना समझ में भी नहीं आता था. But anyways, Pratha is one of those geniuses who understands that. So let me. Pratha is 2010 batch, electronics engineering, and after that she joined BHEL and worked there for 4 years. It must have been a pretty secure job, but she chucked the security of it, and went to do her master's in environment technology from Imperial College on a Shevding scholarship. And after that, she has come back to India, and she has been working with Center for Science and Environment, which is a very premier organization working in the area of environment for last about 2 years, I think, Pratha. So,
yes.
Yeah, wonderful. Pratha, welcome. Let me introduce your panel to you. I think I have already introduced them once, so let me introduce them again quickly. So it's Bhavish, second year mechanical student, and Bhavish is mentored by Jay Prakash, 2013, just completed PhD in cybersecurity from Singapore and doing a venture in Singapore now in cybersecurity, based in Singapore. So over to you, Jay and Bhavish.
Thank you, Weber.
Thank you, sir, for a warm introduction of our panelists. So that's a really incredible journey. So good morning, Pratha. To begin with, we are very curious about the area of your work and responsibilities as the Deputy Program Manager at the Center for Science and Environment. Please enlighten us.
So as Weber has already mentioned that it's one of the premium institution in working in the field of environment, and I am with renewable energy team. And as we know that the energy is one of the major reason for pollution in the world. Energy sector contributes more than 1/3 of the pollution, and we are not anywhere close to our peak demands. By 2050, world's energy demand will be 50% more than today's, and in India, it will be double than today's demand. So what is the way forward? And that is where I'm working in, because somewhere we can't stop our growth, but at the same time, we have to think of new solutions, and renewable somewhere comes or fits in the picture. So at national level, my program, we deal with this centralized solutions, where we want India to commit to 100% renewable. I know that's quite a big thing to expect at present, but I'm sure that in some time, slowly we will be there. So, and at decentralized level, somewhere we have the solution in our hand. Every one of us can put some solar rooftop at our home, and we can have this energy readily available to it, and we can easily move from a fossil fuel base to an electric to a renewable energy. So my work there is to advocate for the policy changes to the government, that how these could be taken forward, and how the policy, because this is a very dynamic field, as you can see, and policies in India as well as in world, these are framing up with and given this COVID-19, when the things have changed so drastically, lives have changed, and we are now moving from let's say that we used to travel a lot, and now we are doing this online with the help of technology and electricity. So somewhere we need this push, and that's what we are trying to do here. Yes.
Great.
To
Yeah. So see, yeah,
yes, to facilitate and advocate and make people aware.
great. So seems you and your role is the need of the hour then. So I would like to hand over to Bhavesh. Let's see what his young, curious mind is brimming with. Over to you, Bhavesh.
Thanks, Jay. Good morning, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, it is usually assumed that changing one's field can be very challenging, but you made quite a transition from electronics engineering to environmental technology. What was the motivation behind it, and how easy or hard had it been?
So actually, when I was studying at BHU, one thing I was sure that I don't want to get into IT job. Rest, like I wasn't sure that where I will end up, but one thing was sure that I don't want to get there. And 2010 when I passed out, and 2009 when our placements were happening. So India was facing this, or India was seeing this after effects of 2008 recession time. With this platform, actually, I want to tell some of the graduates of 2020 and who are going to graduate this year that yes, this was one of the worst placed batch probably. And now that because of COVID, placements have also got disturbed these years. So not to lose hope, I was the one who could not get through any proper job from campus. But then BHEL happened, and that was kind of it actually gave some direction to me, to my journey. And there I knew, once I got there, I knew that yes, though we have this fossil fuel based uh, energy systems, but I want to work in renewables. And once I started to work in renewables, learning more about it, I found out that yeah, this is not just a technology, but it is also a solution to environment. So not just working on improvement of the technology, but how to improve the world with it is somewhere that was the angle I want to work on. That is why I went for environmental technology, and then I'm working on this technology as a solution for environment.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, sustainability definitely is the need of our hour, especially in a nation like India. What are the innovation opportunities on the horizon in our nation?
So that's quite an interesting question. I would say that renewables is something which is getting too much attention in government and even in public domain. I would say India is now poster boy of renewables. But and with this Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, government is giving a lot of push to manufacturing of solar cells and PV modules in India. And though there is a lot of opportunity and room for development, R&D in this field, and now we have to say many new techniques and this new systems or new ways of harnessing energy is coming up. How to commercialize them, how to make good use of them, it uh, it will come through. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, we really appreciate the time you took from your busy schedule for our interview. Thank you so much.
Great. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pratha. Thank you so much, Bhavish and Jay. This is really wonderful. So that concludes our Trailblazer section. So as you saw, all three very fine talents changing the world, and what I observed in all three, the common denominator, very stable head on strong shoulders. The maturity reflects. That's wonderful.